Salutations, one and all! This is my reaction and review to RWBY Volume 9, Episode 8. And last episode was a weird one, as an entire town basically killed themselves after John spent decades trying to convince them not to kill themselves. And I think the show's point was that suicide was a good thing, or I guess at the very least, we can't be trapped forever, you need to move on and go out to the big wide world, change, evolve, all of that. But it's still, the people were cheering as they all drowned to death, which, okay, so messed up. And unsurprisingly, when John saw this, when John saw his imaginary friends die, he had a bit of a mental breakdown. Well, he had several mental breakdowns throughout the episode. This man is so broken. But that mental breakdown also kind of tied in to RWBY's own mental breakdown, which is something I saw coming, back in volume 6 or 7. When she first saw Salem and Salem said, "Your mother said the exact same thing to me." RWBY literally collapsed into a ball and started crying in the middle of Ironwood's office. And then, it was just never brought up again, and the entire team kind of ignored it. And since then, RWBY has suffered blow after blow after blow, and nobody's really paid that much attention to her. I think Weiss asked her one time if she was okay after Penny died, but that's about it. RWBY has shown some very clear signs of severe mental distress ever since then, and nobody's really stopped to be like, "Hey, RWBY, how you doing today?" They just assume that she'd be the, hyper, upbeat, peppy girl she always was, and she is not. She is broken. Far too broken, but you're not beyond repair. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Especially because we're starting off with another content warning. And that is just so unnerving. My big hope this episode is that, RWBY decides to do something wild and insane and stupid, like allowing herself to ascend. But Little, her best friend, is there, and he's able to talk her out of it, because I'm so convinced that Little is actually Penny. But even if he isn't, I feel like, Little is the best person RWBY could have by her side right now, because unlike anyone else, Little has never put any expectations on RWBY. Little has never asked RWBY to do anything more than, get him some cheese and give him a nice place to sleep. So yeah, as long as Little is by RWBY's side, I think she'll be okay. I think she'll definitely, kind of go near the edge, but she won't actually, leap into the oblivion quite yet. Alright, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah. Again, RWBY is in a full-blown panic attack right now, and I do love how they keep going, back to her vision, it's darkening around the edges, because she is freaking out. She's having a full-blown panic attack, and she doesn't really know how to handle it. She doesn't have the tools to handle it, because apparently this world where monsters are attracted to negative emotions never thought, hey, maybe we should have some sort of mind doctor who helps people, sort out their feelings. Nah, let's just keep throwing them at monsters. Seriously, I feel like therapy should be mandatory for all huntsmen. Seriously mandatory. Oh, Little's still there. Oh, I love this little guy so freaking much. Though, maybe during a panic attack, the best tactic is not to, poke someone in the face, but rather give them some space so they can, breathe, relax, calm down, and just, kind of be there for them. Just not, directly on top of them.
What are you doing? Why did you shout at everyone like that?
Well, you see, it all goes back to when I was 3 years old, and my mother promised me she'd come back, but she didn't. And, that promise of her coming back was represented by the emblem she gave me, which I gave away to turn all my friends back to regular size. And my friends just really, really suck and have not been paying me any attention, have not noticed at all that I'm in the midst of a full mental breakdown and seriously need some therapy.
Why are you still here?
Oh,
what?
no, Ruby, do not turn on Little. Seriously, he is your only friend in the world right now. Also, you've run very, very far, and if you abandon him, I don't think he'll find his way back to your teammates. He'll just kind of, wander until he dies.
I promised.
Oh, no, Little. You look so sad.
I promised to serve Atlas as a huntress,
You did.
that I'd keep people safe.
You kept most of the people safe. Yes, there were some deaths, but most people managed to evacuate to Shade Academy, so, you did a pretty good job as a huntress there.
That I'd be there for my...
I mean, you were actually better than almost every other huntress in all of Atlas. They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a solution. You had a solution to stop the war, or at least to stop the deaths. Most of the deaths.
friends. If you stay with me, you're going to end up dead too.
Wow! If you stay with me, you're gonna end up dead too. Oh, that's amazing. That is so freaking dark. And I am actually unhappy with it. I mean, I didn't like, RWBY, putting her anger on Little when Little has done literally nothing to hurt her. But, RWBY kicking him out, RWBY pushing him aside for his own safety to make sure he doesn't die, that I can accept. That I can definitely accept.
Just go home.
How? He couldn't find his way back home when he was 10 feet from his own home. How exactly do you expect him to find his way all the way back to the acre he's from? He will die long before then.
But
And this world doesn't even have the concept of death. He will still somehow find a way to die.
I said go!
Oh, Ruby, don't be mean to Little. Don't be mean to Little. I know it's coming from a good place, but please, don't push him away. So, Ruby, I don't know if you've noticed this, but you've seemingly wandered into a black void. I mean, I joked before at the start of this video, like, oh, I don't think Ruby's gonna jump into oblivion, and I think she kind of just, jumped into oblivion, so that's interesting. Also, the butterfly's back. We saw the butterfly, that was like the focus when we were at the castle of the Red Prince, so is that symbolic? Is that meaningful? I do not know. Also, did RWBY knows the spotlight focused on her? Because, I mean, even in this weird world, I think that would have, come off as strange to her. Okay, and now she's fully going into another acre, which is very concerning because I think the only acre connected to the current one is the acre where the Jabberwocker lives. So that's also where Neo is, so yeah, bad move. Very, very bad move on RWBY's part. Oh, and this house just screams bad news. Seriously. Also, if this is actually where Neo is, I'm wondering if this is actually Neo's house. Because, she lived in a full freaking mansion. Her father was, somewhat important. He was on a council or something. He was incredibly rich and incredibly corrupt. That's all I can really remember about him. I mean, he's also an idiot, but, idiot, rich, corrupt, those three things. Hey, there we go. There is actually, her father and Neo and her mother back when she was, God, what was her name? I think Vanille Schnee, not Schnee, but something like that. Her name was Vanille, basically Vanilla. She was, plain and ordinary before Neo came into her life. The malicious, I'm gonna say like evil spirit, trickster spirit, who inhabited her and turned her into the monster we all know and love today. God, that is such a freaking sad painting. And that's not even an exaggeration. That's basically, what the painting in her own family home looked like. Just, Vanille/Neo standing there in the front, looking utterly miserable and afraid and upset. And, oh God, what I really love about this is the fact that, if you look at her eyes, you'll notice they are the same color. Neo's eyes are not naturally the same color. She has, what is it called, heterochromia? One eye's pink, one eye is brown, but she wears a contact lens whenever she goes out to make herself look more normal. And so when the family painting was made, they had her eyes be the same color so she could look normal. God, her parents sucked. Seriously. I'm not really sure the point of, this one of, I guess, Neo almost kind of bowing to Cinder. That's weird. Okay, that's... Honestly, this one's even weirder because I think those are the corpses of her mother and father at her feet as she furiously flirts with Torchwick. Yeah, Neo's messed up. Neo is seriously messed up.
What is this?
Well, it's a trap, quite obviously. One made by Neo to trap you and probably kill you.
Hello, Red.
Holy mother of God above. Okay, Torchwick is back. Somehow, that's weird. Is that actually his original voice actor? I'm not sure. This is weird for many reasons, but the main one being that Neo's illusions cannot speak. That's a whole big thing about them. I mean, she's certainly gotten more powerful in the Ever After, so maybe they can, speak now, but that would really turn Neo into, basically a god. Interesting.
Hello, Red. Been a while. How's the hero biz treating you? I gotta say, you're not looking too good.
Did you seriously just kick her father's corpse for fun? Oh, I love how messed up this dude is.
Where's Neo?
Yeesh, no manners. And after everyone came out to see you!
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. God above. Holy God above. Okay, well, that answers one question. In the opening, we see Neo having tea surrounded by people, and, turns out it's all people that RWBY knows really well. All with, fairly creepy smiles on their faces, except, Ironheart, who's always a coward. Oh, I do want to just rewind for 1 second. Just the other pictures. Neo walking through the city, and... what's the one on the far right? I couldn't make that out. Yeah, this one over here is, Neo being given all the gifts she could ever want by her parents, but never being allowed to actually go outside. I guess this one over here is Neo after Torchwick died, when, she basically decided to take vengeance against RWBY. And I guess the last one over there on the right was just Cinder, sitting on or standing near Salem's throne. Alright, so that makes sense. Oh!
Salutations, RWBY!
Oh, just the way she said that, the smile is so creepy.
Hello again, Ms. Rude.
Oh, okay, I fully forgot about Ace over there, so he's back. Ozpin is a weird inclusion here because Ozpin isn't actually... okay, technically his former body did die, but, he's still alive, more or less, so weird. Then again, Neo might not actually know about the whole cycle of life and death thing, so... yeah, I'm not sure what she thinks about Oscar. Weird. But also just, Ironwood with this big smile on his face. So creepy. So creepy.
Why don't you take a seat?
Yeah, this is not helping. This is very much not helping with the severe PTSD that RWBY's feeling right now. Oh, the laughing. Please stop the laughing. If you could just, all try to murder Ruby right now, that would be so less off-putting.
Stop it! This isn't real!
Isn't real.
Oh.
You're the one following a talking cat around a fairy tale.
Reality's getting fuzzier by the minute, kid.
I am so happy Torchwick is back. I am so freaking happy Torchwick is back. I mean, I feel like I should be happier about Penny or, any of the rest of them, but Torchwick, oh. I mean, it's probably going to be for this episode or this volume, but still, that's so amazing he's back.
But we all remember how that ended.
Okay, Torchwick, for real, you got eaten by a bird. You do not have any right to blame Ruby for yourself getting eaten by a bird, especially because in the actual volume, Roman Holiday, the book, Torchwick is face to face with a Grimm, and it doesn't attack him. It doesn't even come near him. It doesn't even see him, simply because he is so calm and tranquil that he is basically invisible to the Grimm. He was actually able to essentially replicate Ren's own semblance simply by remaining calm. So yeah, him getting eaten by the bird, entirely his fault. He could have very easily stopped that from happening.
Is that seriously what this is all about?
Oh, little follow, thank you, little, thank you. Oh, I love this mouse.
They say everyone thinks they're the hero of their own story.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, the whole content warning makes a lot of sense, because this right here is going to haunt my nightmares probably for the rest of my life.
But you know what you are, too.
Ooh. That was such a satisfying crunch right there. Oh, the leaves of the tree. If you take it in, you will ascend. The tree tried to, give the leaves to the paper pleasers last episode, and John always stopped it. But if Ruby takes the leaf, if Ruby evolves with it, ascends with it, what exactly will she become? I mean, I'm fairly certain that Lewis or Alex, not really sure which, evolved, ascended, and became the Jabberwocker, so I don't know, I think Ruby would end up becoming maybe like the big bad wolf.
The leaves from the tree?
Oh, you're familiar.
Wiped from existence.
Oh, that was cool. Holy mother of God. Okay, rewind. Wow. Oh, seriously, Ruby, I know Neo was a bigger threat, but her illusions are fairly real, especially in this world, and they can still shoot at you. And, oh God, the applauding. This really is her own little fantasy world, and I so love it. Oh, she is so freaking happy right here in Ever After. I love it.
I'm going to enjoy watching you break.
Oh, with that smile. Again with that smile. This is straight up horror right here, and I cannot get enough of it.
Damn it. How could she just run off like that?
Well, you see, she's been going through a lot of things. She lost her best friend. She blamed herself for an entire city being completely eviscerated. And she knows that sooner or later she's going to need to face off against Salem, the immortal monster who killed her mother, and who she has absolutely no way of putting down. So, yeah, clearly Ruby's going through some stuff and could have really used a big sister to look after her.
Be upset.
That wasn't upset. That was... Ugh!
Ruby has always been the one to get us through the hard times.
She has.
We say things like, we believe in you. We can count on you. I know we mean well, but...
Oh, Juniper, I love you. And a lot of people have been drawing comparisons to what Ruby said, back in Volume 1 to John. The whole big thing like, oh, you can't be a mess up now that you're a team leader. You need to always be perfect for your team. And that has, been the philosophy that Ruby has followed ever since. And it has broken her. It has so badly broken her. though probably not as much as Neo's about to do. I mean, she's literally surrounded by, all the people who are dead, at least partly because of her, so yeah, that's gonna do a whole lot of damage to her psyche.
It's not like we were asking her to be perfect.
Best and brightest beacon has to offer.
Okay, yeah, I don't think this is a fight that RWBY can actually win. I mean, it seems like Neo is able to at least replicate a small fraction of all of their actual powers, and like I said before, that basically makes her a god. I don't think RWBY can beat a god, at least not yet. Though I would very much like to see Neo facing off against the god of light and darkness. Oh, that'd be a fun fight.
Needed my life so that my friends could live.
Okay, so this entire mansion is literally made of Neo's semblance. Again, I'm doubling down on this. This girl is actually a freaking god.
Just like you were too late to save me at the Vital Festival.
Are you kidding me? Seriously, Neo's good. Neo is so good at this. Oh, it's brutal.
I died in Atlas, too.
Yep. For the second time, not necessarily because of RWBY, but she certainly feels responsible for it.
By someone who meant the world to you.
Holy God above. Seriously, RWBY, just end yourself at this point. I can't imagine, seeing all of this and being able to walk out without, needing therapy for literally the rest of your life.
You ready for that drink yet?
And yet, with all your best intentions, have you ever stopped to wonder if you've done more harm than good?
I think she's been wondering that for a long time. I mean, Atlas... What was the alternative in Atlas? I don't really think there was one. I mean, maybe giving, Ironwood all the relics, maybe, putting him fully in charge, maybe letting him abandon the lower city mantle would have made things better, but I really don't think it would have. I mean, they're facing off against Salem. They had literally no way to stop her, so RWBY's plan probably for the best.
It's not my fault.
How many more lives do you have to
Oh, this is wrong. This is so wrong. Seriously, having her former headmaster beating her with a stick over and over? That is just so messed up.
Before you realize you're not cut out to save anyone.
God, you can actually... Man, it's honestly pretty rare for us to actually see wounds in this show. RWBY is actually bleeding here quite badly.
Anyone.
Okay, and now she just killed her former headmaster. Lovely. And again, the scratches and cuts. She is in rough shape. And no. I've changed my mind. Neo, you've gone too far. I want you to die. Seriously, please die.
RWBY,
Oh no. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, this is awful. This is so awful. Oh, that is a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood right there.
do you really think you can stand to watch
Hey, Crow, we haven't seen him in a while.
more of your friends fall?
Alright, here we go. RWBY, drink the freaking tea, become the big bad wolf, and then use your newfound powers to eat Neo. Seriously, just consume her whole. I mean, I'm a much bigger fan of, the bad guys suffering, but for Neo, literally just end her as quickly as possible. Okay, that was new. Lightning powers. Yeah, never seen that before. Okay. Was that little? Is Little secretly also a god? Because I would love that. Oh, it's the cat! The cat is a god. I mean, why not? Though I do feel like he could have, done a lot more to face off against the Jabberwocker instead of just running away, but alright, I'll take it.
I can be you instead.
Oh, no, 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 no. That was a terrifying line. That was a very terrifying line. Okay, so the cat wants to take Ruby's place so that he can escape and go to Remnant and leave Ruby behind. Alright, that makes some sense. I mean, honestly, when the cat first walked away, everyone was like, oh, I feel so bad for the cat. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? The cat lied to them over and over and over again, and he's like, oh, I guess everyone, expects something for something in return. They were just, asking favors from me without thinking that I'd want something too. It's like you never even asked. You never even said, hey, can I come with you to Remnant? You're just like, oh, I'm gonna follow you guys, and then, get mad at you for no freaking reason.
I have been trying to wear you down for so long.
Oh, me mother of God. Okay. Was not expecting that.
What are you doing?
My purpose. When a poor little heart is broken, I can fill it with mine. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you.
Yeah, no surprise. You are clearly evil.
I'm not like the other Afterins here. I'm cursed with curiosity. I need to know everything, but more than
Holy mother of God, those eyes are terrifying.
anything, I need to know why my makers left me here.
Oh, why my makers left me here. Fascinating. So then is it possible, I was theorizing this back in like episode 1, or even before that episode 1 came out, but was this world also created by the god of light and darkness as an experiment before they abandoned it? I mean, it would make sense if it was made after Remnant. Remnant didn't really work out because everyone is just willy-nilly moving around, but this world was made so that everyone would have a purpose, that everyone would, fill their role, and, therefore a perfect society would be created? I don't know.
To leave and make all of now.
Oh, hey, Little, awesome! I believed in you, but seriously, what did this cat just say?
Only to leave and make all of now.
Weird. Very, very weird. But alright, thank you, Little. You have saved the day. Though honestly, I think there's a pretty good chance this cat's about to eat you.
You're not afraid.
Oh. No, Little! Oh, come on, Ruby. You gotta fight back. You gotta save Little here. There we go. Okay, thank you, Neo, for stopping the cats. I wasn't expecting to thank you. You've been overwhelmingly sadistic this entire episode, but still, thank you.
You have to get up.
Oh, come on. He is trying his hardest. Oh, I love this little guy. No! No, 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 no! Oh, okay, Neo, you gotta die. You gotta die as slowly and painfully as freaking possible. Seriously. Though then again, people in this world don't actually die, they get reborn, so what will Little be reborn as? I don't know. Yeah, I think that broke her. That just fully broke her. Time to drink the tea, Ruby. Time to drink the freaking tea.
I think it's about time we all got what we deserve. That the world would just be better off without you.
Yes, yes, drink the tea, Ruby. Be reborn as the big bad wolf you were always meant to be. Yeah, that's it. Ruby's done. Ruby just can't be herself anymore, and Yang, you have ultimately failed as a sister. And she has fallen into the world. How sad. Please tell me that's not the ending.
You've finally done it!
Yeah, she seems really disappointed. As it turns out, revenge is not all that fulfilling. And she kind of wishes, I'm guessing, that, she'd kept Ruby around to suffer just a bit longer.
Little Red's gone.
No! I needed her!
Man, this is one very desperate cat right here. Okay, so I guess his plan is to go to the tree and take over her body while she's still in the process of ascending. And also, Neo just broke. Neo's fully broken here because, yeah, she's gotten her revenge. Now she's just really, really empty.
Take us to her. You still don't get it, do you? No matter. I've actually found a much better solution to my problem.
Oh, no. Crazy sociopathic cat inside of crazy sociopathic Neo, who, is basically a god in this world. Oh, bad combo. Very, very bad combo. Okay. This is a weird cat. This is a really weird cat.
You've lost something most important, haven't you? And now you have nothing left. How delightful. An empty host.
Yeah, this is gonna haunt my nightmares. This is seriously going to haunt my nightmares.
Perfect for me to fill.
Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God above. Okay, this is bad. This is so bad. So, what should we call her moving forward? Neo-Cataton? The curious cat possessing Neo? Neo-Cats? Let's go with Neo-Cat. Cat Neo? No, Neo-Cat.
Goodness, am I tired of your little sob story.
Okay, there's something so inherently messed up about Neo speaking.
You can't even accept your own futility.
Okay, nope, I was wrong. Her face, way more terrifying than her speaking. Wow! Holy Mother of God above.
This body will do.
Okay, so a god. Neo-Cat, literally a god at this point. Also, why is the painting suddenly in black and white? That's interesting. Okay, so that was an episode. Again, love this portrait of, Neo and her parents. It was literally like the cover of Roman Holiday, and it just says so much. I mean, first off, like I said, the eyes. They actually painted the portrait with her wearing contacts, so no one would have to see what a monstrosity their daughter really was. And even in this portrait, she could not smile. She couldn't fake it. I mean, father and mother both look fairly stoic, but she looks so absolutely miserable. It's enough to, almost make me forgive her stomping Little to death. Oh, that poor little guy. Okay, so Little did fall with Ruby, so Little and Ruby should both ascend at the same time, become something new together. Fascinating. Alright, so this episode was a lot of what I was expecting, some what I hoped for, and some other stuff that will, like I said many times, literally haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life. Huzzah! Okay, so I was right. I said, she's gonna push the edge over and over again until she eventually decides to ascend. I didn't think she'd actually pull the trigger. I was kind of hoping she would, because I'm honestly very excited to see what Ascension actually looks like from, the point of view of RWBY when she's in the tree, and just what exactly it is she will become. What will she evolve into? I mean, I've said before, she'll become the big bad wolf, and that feels fairly accurate, I think. RWBY evolving into a wolf, that makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. But then we had the Curious Cat, who just went full crazy. It turns out he is incredibly powerful, and just kept that power hidden all this time. And he has this big desire, this big burning wish to find his makers and ask them why he was abandoned. Like I said, my best guess is that his makers are in fact the god of light, god of darkness, who made this world after Remnant as an attempt to make something that is perfect, where everyone has a purpose. And then they've ultimately abandoned it because it was boring, it was dull, it was static, it wasn't what they were hoping for. Weird. And just, oh my god, this tea party. I mean, first off, love Torchwood coming back. That was so cool. But the rest of them, terrifying. Utterly and completely terrifying. Penny, Pyrrha, Ironheart, Ace, Ozpin, Ironwood. Does this confirm Ironwood is dead? Honestly, I go back and forth in that one, because technically, Ironwood could very easily survived Atlas falling. I mean, he has gravity dust, so entirely possible. Though I guess, Neo would assume that Ironwood had died, so who's to say? And just, oh god. And then we had RWBY literally, murder Oscar in front of her, which, yeah, that broke her. More than almost anything else. More even than, Penny, just saying over and over again, you're responsible for my death. I think her attacking Oscar and killing him was just, that was it. After that, she was done. There was no more coming back. She was going to take that tea no matter, what her team said, no matter what happened afterwards. Oh, it was beautiful. It was tragic. It was heartbreaking. It will haunt my nightmares, and I loved it so much. But please, let me know what you think down below. What do you think of this episode? What exactly is going to happen to RWBY now that she is accepted Ascendance? Now that she is accepted becoming part of the tree, part of this world? What will she become? What will the process look like? And what will happen when her friends eventually find her? I mean, best case scenario right now is that her friends find her before the ascension is complete, they save her, and she's still human, or at least mostly human. I would love if she got, little dog ears or something. That would be so cute. Worst case scenario is they find her after she is fully ascended, and they basically need to convince her who she is, remind her who she is, and help her become RWBY once again? Possible. I'm not sure about that. And yeah, can't forget, now, the cat has possessed Neo and is insanely powerful. I mean, it was clear he was already powerful beforehand, but now he is just something next level. And also, he was hiding how powerful he really was, because I mean, those energy blasts could have very easily knocked back the Jabberwocker, but he didn't even try to use them. He was keeping his power hidden so he could ambush everyone, take them out, and eventually steal one of their bodies, which he's managed to do thanks to Neo just feeling so utterly empty and unfulfilled after finally getting her revenge. Fascinating. But please, let me think down below. What do you think of this volume? What do you think the Curious Cat's new mission is going to be? He seems to want to escape this world and find the gods, somehow. Best of luck with that. Does he need to sacrifice somebody to make that happen? Which, I guess, actually technically possible. I mean, if Alex was able to escape the Ever After by sacrificing her brother, or vice versa, then maybe, the cat thinks if I, bring this girl with me to the tree and sacrifice her, allow her to ascend, the tree will allow me to escape and go to Remnant, or go to another world where the gods currently are. I don't know. Very curious. But let me know what you think down below, and until next time, peace!